Don't worry, I didn't forget to kill that Ju-288, it's just later in the video. But while I have you here, hello everybody, welcome to another video, this time in the P-59A. The Airacomet is the first jet fighter ever produced by the good old US of A, and it sits at a battle rating of 5.3, which is extremely low, and it's actually quite the dogfight monster, which you wouldn't expect from other low-tier jets, which kinda just play in straight lines, like the HE-162. With the large wings that this thing has, you can dogfight basically anything and give it a run for its money. Whether that's Spitfires, Japanese planes, or, as I am now, a 2v1 against German props. The only real downsides of this thing is that you have early generation jet engines, which don't really give you the greatest thrust, especially considering they added a bunch of armor plates to this plane for some reason. It just makes it a little too heavy. Also, the rudder. The rudder is going to let you down a lot of times. Like here, the nose just really flops around and it's not great. But I'm still able to shoot him out of the sky with my pretty decent armament. 350 cals and a 37mm cannon, which is a tried and true armament if you've ever played the P-59 Airacomet or the P-63 King Cobra. The FW-190 realizes I'm at low energy and goes vertical, but with the flaps all the way out, I'm able to hit a nasty stall shot with the 37mm, and then get sent to the Shadow Realm as the rest of their team jumps me because my entire team just melted in 30 seconds. The Heinkel 162 can be a pretty decent opponent as it's a bit faster than you are, and with its small size, can whip itself back and forth to throw off your shots. I take some light damage to my rudder, but at this point, it might as well have not been there at all. At least, that's what it felt like. The rudder already makes the nose really wobbly, and with the minor damage I took, it just got absolutely worse. I'm gonna miss quite a few shots here, as I just can't really put my plane where I want it to be, and the Heinkel 162 is small enough that I have to be really precise with my shooting. I spray around him a bit more, get literally nothing because I can't aim, both skill issue and game issue, and then I eventually get a hit. I'm getting awfully close to their airfield, and included in that is the Ju-288 swarm. And I'm not really too keen on taking their turret MG-151s to the face. I need to wrap this fight up quickly, as I don't want to be dead in the water right next to their airfield. I take a few more shots, my plane's slipping back and forth with the weakness of the rudder. I'm just missing almost all of my shots. Luckily, he does dive down, which gives me another opportunity to loop back over the top and get behind him again. I barely missed that snapshot, but rolling one more time, I'm able to get a crit in, and he's gonna faceplant himself straight into the ground for me. If you've managed to make it this far, comment down below what you think of the P-59. It's honestly one of my favorite planes in the game to play, but I had to cut out so many matches of just Ju-288s and then like one or two fighters. I'm diving down so that I can have energy to pitch back up and around for this Yak-9, and he's gonna dive down over top of me. He's flying over the mountain ridge here, and it's gonna mess me up a little bit when I go to take a shot, as I'm gonna have to start doing some neg-G maneuvers, and it's not really great for my aim. I miss a little bit here when I spray, but I managed to hit him with the 37 and just absolutely destroy him as he tries to climb up over the ridge. Now, I'm gonna cut ahead a little bit, as I don't think you guys wanna watch me extend and climb for like 5 minutes. Now that I have a bit more altitude, I feel more confident engaging this G55. Even though I'm still below him, I can cruise in on my jet engines and build up a lot of speed, evening out our energy states, as energy is a combination of both speed and altitude. Plus, the XP50 that he's engaging is going to leave him distracted and tunnel visioned, which is going to let me slot him right behind him. Plus, the BF-109 just pushed the XP50 off his line, which is actually good for me as the G55 is now distracted behind the XP50. I roll over on top and get an easy one-tap with the 37mm, just completely shearing his wing off. Initially, the BF-109 is also playing this correctly, as he's keeping his energy state really high. He has just as much speed as I do, plus he has better altitude than me. though he throws this all the way just so he can go target down this XP50. I spray a couple 50 cals downrange, but I don't really expect them to hit. I was just kind of taking a shot in the dark, hoping I could get something. I dive out so I can pick up a bunch of speed so that I can then pitch up for this BF-109, as he's gone into the vertical, and I want as much speed as possible to stay in the air for as long as I can. I'm pointing my nose at him, and it's just a matter of time until he gets shot down, as I'm just sliding him up. He actually doesn't die, though, because the 50 cals didn't do enough damage, and I didn't hit any 37s. Fortunately for me, though, he's going to go up once again, and this is good for me as he's at such a low energy state now that I can just kind of lay into him with the 50 cals again, and I actually managed to pilot snipe him. Finally, there's the Ju-288 from the intro. I'm actually trying to cut him off so he can't run to his airfield, and he actually plays it correctly by going under me because my wingtip is almost skimming the surface of the water, so I can't really pitch down for him. My plan here is to try and hit him with the 50 cals so that I can set him on fire, because at this range, I don't feel confident in my 37 aim. I spray a little bit here and manage to set his right engine on fire, and now it's time for the left engine. Spray a little bit more, and now both of them are on fire. Though, I want to finish the job, as no Ju-288s deserve mercy. I light him up with the 37, and he just gets absolutely obliterated. Into the dogfight with this I-185, I'm going to be doing the same thing I've been doing to everybody, turning and burning and not giving them any breathing room. I easily slot in behind him, just whipping a 180, and he's taking a head-on with our F4U4 Corsair, who manages to do 0 damage to him. Luckily, I'm easily slotted in behind him here, so there really isn't much he can do anymore. I just have to manage my rudder and make sure I'm not whipping back and forth, missing all of my shots in the process, and I'm actually going to try and go for a 37mm one-tap. That's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, as it helps me out a lot. Also, if you'd like to support me directly, I have a Patreon in the description, so make sure to go there. Also, I have a Discord server, so if you'd like to join a growing community of active War Thunder players, make sure to join that. Other than that, that's all for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.